Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Shatin Sawati is here from Biosciences with Shatin Sawati, and welcome to Biosciences to all of you who are watching my channel. And I'm thankful to all of you who are giving me the feedback and watching my lectures and getting benefits, and I'm happy for that. And I have a very humble request to all of you, kindly who did not subscribe my channel and promote my channel, like my videos, share my videos. And if you're sharing my videos, my lectures, you are sharing the knowledge, so keep watching, keep sharing knowledge with others. And today I have a lecture from the vertebrate series, and I have discussed about the Pisces and amphibian from this series. And today I will deliver the lecture about the third class from the phylum Chordata, which is the Reptilia, a reptile. So now, what are reptiles? And you can see here reptile in the photograph, different types of reptiles, and all of you are familiar with snake, lizard, crocodile, alligator, and tortoise and tortoise, and many more. And mostly I'm feeling scared of lizard, because lizard, you can see, you can observe in your surrounding in your houses, especially in the summer season. So I will discuss the taxonomic position first, then the characteristics, then body systems, and types of classes. Types are classes. Now, reptilian taxonomic position, phylum, kingdom Animalia, we are familiar, phylum Chordata, and the class Reptilia. So, what are the general characteristics? These are creeping and burrowing terrestrial animals with scales on their body. That's why they are known as reptilia. Reptilia word is derived from the repta. Repta means rough skin, and that rough skin is because of these scales. If you see the snake skin or crocodile skin and many other reptilian skin, you can see the scales are present, and because of that, these scales, they are known as rough skin animals or reptile or repta. So they are cold-blooded animals. I discussed in detail about the cold-blooded animals and the warm-blooded animals. So keep watching all my lectures. If you watch the series of my lecture, each and every point will be clear upon you people, because I started delivering lecture from the invertebrates, and now I'm moving towards the vertebrates, and you will see the complexity is step by step advancement in the all these vertebrates. And then you can see the less advanced characters in case of the invertebrates. So must watch all these lecture. Now they are cold blooded, means they can change their body temperature with the environment. They mostly live in the warm regions of the world. Their skin is dry, rough, without any glands. No gland, like you see in the skin of the amphibians, uh, soft, supple, and provided with the glands. And now the reptiles have rough skin, no gland is present here. The body is divided into head, trunk, neck, and tail. Few of these shed the scales on their skin as skin cast. Snake and all other reptiles do this. The respiration takes place with the help of the lungs. The skull is monocondylic, and I will discuss its skull, its all the features step by step. They have two pairs of pentadactyl limbs. They have pentadactyls mean 5 digits limbs, each bearing claws. Snakes are an exception. Except snakes, all these are pentadactyl and bearing claws. Okay. The nervous system consists of 12 pairs of cranial nerves. But you can observe that the 10 pairs of cranial nerves are present in the amphibians and Pisces. Must compare all these. If you compare the things, you can easily learn. So 10 pairs present in the amphibians and Pisces, and 12 pairs of cranial nerves present in the reptiles. The lateral line system is absent in reptiles, but this lateral line system is present in amphibians and Pisces. And what is lateral line system? The sense organs. Except for snakes, all the reptiles have well developed ears. They possess a typical cloaca, like the cloaca in amphibians, which perform all the functions excretory, reproductive, and many more. The reptiles are urotelic, uricotelic, and ammonotelic. Means urotelic, they excrete urea, uricotelic, they excrete uric acid, and ammonotelic, they excrete ammonia. It depends upon the habitat environment in which they live. Okay. Fertilization is internal. Like in amphibians, fertilization was external. They exhibit a neuroplastic segmentation. They are oviparous and the eggs are very yolky. For example, snakes, turtle, lizard, crocodile. I will discuss all these in different classes later on. Okay, now I'm going to discuss the body systems. And you can see here the crocodile, all the systems. This is the brain and means the nervous system here. Center and well-developed nervous system, I will discuss later. Then the lungs for respiration. Then this is the esophagus and means the alimentary canal and digestive system starting from here. And the heart. You can see the trachea too. The stomach, intestine, kidney, spleen, liver, testes, cloaca. I will discuss one by one here. Now, first of all, the digestive system. The digestive tract includes mouth, glands, esophagus, stomach, and intestine and cloaca. The cloaca, like amphibians, is shared by digestive system, excretory, and reproductive organs. Okay, now you can see here, this is the mouth, this is the esophagus, then this is the stomach, then this is the intestine, and there is the liver, which is the digestive gland too. There is a pancreas, which play a very important role and is also a exocrine endocrine performing function, intestine, and then at last there is a cloaca. Is it clear? So this is the digestive system, which is more or less similar to the human and all mammalian, or it is also similar to the amphibians digestive system. So now respiratory system. The respiratory system, all reptiles breathe through their lungs. You can see here the two lungs which resemble the lungs of the mammalians and also with the amphibians. But in the Pisces, which organ is present in the Pisces? Gills. Must keep it in your mind. Amphibians' lungs now, and amphibians possess the gills at the larval stage. But reptiles have lungs for respiration. The reptile lungs has a much greater surface area for the exchange of gases than the lungs of the amphibians, because amphibians possess skin which is also performing the respiratory function, which is smooth and provided with glands and richly supplied with blood capillaries. But in reptiles, the skin do not perform as such function in respiration. Is it clear? So all the function are performed by the respiratory function performed by the lungs. Many reptiles' lungs have little sacs, alveoli, like the alveoli of the mammalians, humans, across which gas is exchanged. Is it clear? You can see here the balloon-like lungs for respiration. Now I'm moving towards the next, which is excretory system. The excretion is performed by the two small kidneys. In crocodilians, snakes, lizards, and many more, uric acid is the main nitrogenous containing waste product. As I have told you that the excretory product depends upon the environment. It depends upon the environment. So the turtles, like mammals, mainly excrete urea. Excess salts and are also excreted by the salt glands found in the nasal passages and tongue of some reptiles. Is it clear to you? So this is all about the excretory system. They do excretion by using their kidneys as well as their salt glands, and that is, and they have different types of the excretory product too. Now, the circulatory system. Most reptiles have three-chambered heart that has two atria and one partially divided ventricle. As in amphibians, you see, in case of the amphibians, the two auricle and one ventricle is present. But the difference here is that their ventricle is, you can see, this is the ventricle, and the ventricle is partially divided. So there is little bit mixing of the oxygenated and deoxygenated. So you can see here, you can see the complete system. You can see here the excretory, the respiratory, and all the function. And now you are here observing the circulatory system. So we are seeing the circulatory system, which consists of the heart, and heart is three-chambered, two auricle, one ventricle, but the ventricle is partially divided, so there is a little bit mixing of the oxygenated and deoxygenated. So you can see here, this is the deoxygenated brand and this is the oxygenated brand, which reach to all parts of the body and then collected by the capillaries, which join to form the venules and the vein, and then when carry the blood to the right auricle. Now, nervous system. The nervous system of the reptile consists of brain, a spinal nerve cord, nerve running from the brain or spinal cord, and sense organ. When compared with the mammalian, reptiles have proportionally smaller brain. And you can see here the brain, which consists of the forebrain and midbrain and hindbrain, but it is comparatively smaller than the brain of the mammalian. Okay, now reproductive system. Reptiles are almost all sexually dimorphic. Dimorphic means male and female, two separate. They are partners, and exhibit internal fertilization through the cloaca. They use the cloaca for the internal fertilization. reproductive organs are found within the cloaca of the reptiles. Means the testes in the male, as you can see here, this is the male and this is the female, and ovaries in the female. Most reptiles, male reptiles, have copulatory organs for copulation, which are usually retracted or inverted and stored inside the body. Is it clear? So the reproductive organ consists of testes and the ovary, and they are all reptiles are dimorphic and reproduce sexually. Is it clear? And fertilization is internal. Now I'm going to discuss the classification of the reptiles. Now there are basically the three, you can see the types. Number one is Anapsida. These are the subclasses. Parasida, Anacera, Parasida, and Dichida. How many subclasses? Anacera, Parasida, and Dichida. Now I will discuss one by one. First of all, Anacera. Why they are called Anacera? Why they are called Parasida? Why they are called Dichida? I will tell you. Now first one is the Anacera. The dermal bone, because they are called Anacera, Dichida, Parasida, because of the presence of the, I will tell you, temporal foci or temporal vacuity in the skull. Now you can see ana is, the word ana means without. Ana, without, Anacera. They don't have any here. This is that region in which the temporal foci or temporal vacuity is present. As I am showing you here, the concept will be clear. Parasida. You can see here just one temporal fossa. So in case of the Anacera, this is absent. Is it clear? So that's why they are known as Anacera. And you can see the turtle and the tortoise and terrapins. Terrapins are also the turtles. So must search about the differences between the turtles, tortoise, and terrapins. What are the differences? Actually, these differences are because of the habitat of these organisms. Like turtle live in the freshwater, tortoise mostly live in the land, and terrapins, these are also the turtles which live in the water. So and these names, these terminologies are different in different countries and different areas. Is it? But must search about these things. Okay, these are subdivided into Cortillosauria and Chelonia. Number one, Cortillosauria and Chelonia. The modern Chelonias are classified according to the method of retracting the head in the shell. As we are familiar that the reptiles and turtles have an ability to retract the head in the shell. So that's why. Okay, next one is the Parasida. These reptiles possess one temporal fossa. Now the concept is clear upon you people. Present high up on the skull. Include the protosaurs, nothosaurs, plecodonts showed this type of the skull. The two larger groups among these were ichthyosaurs and plesiosaurs or plesiosaurs. These become extinct at the end of the Cretaceous period, when several other reptiles, including dinosaurs, died. Is it clear? Now the concept is clear. Anacera and Parasida difference. Now Dichida. You can see here the two temporal foci or vacuities in the skull. They are diverse of all the reptiles. The dinosaurs and the pterosaurs are included in this group. Now these are divided into two major groups, Orchosauria and Lepidosauria, crocodilians and chameleon. This is the crocodilian and this is the chameleon, including the Dichida. Okay. Extinct groups of class Reptilia, they are Ichthyopterygii, Arterigi, Lepidosauria, Orchosauria, Synapsida. They are now extinct. Must keep it in your mind. Okay, the groups of reptiles. Order include the Squamata. Squamata includes lizards and snakes. Testudines include tortoise, terrapins. Crocodilia, crocodiles and alligator. And Sphinodontia. They include the tortoise. Okay. So I hope the lecture will be clear upon you people. If you have any question related to the reptiles, amphibians and pisces, must ask. And thank you for watching my lecture. Keep watching all my lectures. Like my videos, share my videos. I will be back tomorrow with the new lecture. Until Allah Hafiz.